said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the field first. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's a
fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Great place to start for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score. The Sooner schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, don't fall over in your seats.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Look out, he's got room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Has no choice but to throw it away, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Sooners in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Coates. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Give to the back. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The roar of trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quick step and go. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Stokes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive.
Yeah, and
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
It's complete. Turning it off. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. The Sooners hit. To the line. Using his legs, it's Stevens. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're dealing with a second and long.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Looking to throw, it's Cooks. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 30.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a tight end. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws toward the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
He'll take another shot here. Catch and stride inside the 15. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Holds it in. He'll be forced out of bounds. Down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Coates. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown Sooners! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. He'll do it himself. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They take the lead with the 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions.
Oh, he's got some space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Hauls it in. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Coates. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings... Fourth down. The Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Looks as if he's going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Quarterback keeps it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, that is not the 3rd down they were looking for. Going backwards now, big-time decision on 4th down.
No question about it. That can certainly rattle your resolve to go for the touchdown. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! Fitted in the window for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots. Count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to Alabama.
Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that... shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Looking for more room. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. Chris. Execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Got him downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Coates. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Immediately fires to the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Looking to throw again. Finds his tight end.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Duff. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole... Getting the football. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works, You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Scrambling away. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking to throw, it's Coates. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.